Welcome to Circulation 1 training here on SELCO TV. This is Rachel Gray, and I am SELCO's Information Services Librarian. Today we're going to be talking about filling the pull list. When you It is very important to fill the pull list every day that you receive delivery, because this will get your items out to people who have requested them around the region. And the item that has been requested is the one that has been on the shelf the longest. So if there's 5 copies of Tom Sawyer in SELCO's region, the one that has been the longest since it's been checked out will be the one that is selected to fill that request. So let's go ahead and get started. We're going to assume that you're already logged into Horizon, and then you're going to go to Circulation Reports, and that will pop up this Circulation Reports window. I'm going to go to Request and request pull list. It does take a little while for this to populate because it is comparing the requests that have been made throughout the region and the state with your location's collections. And as you can see, here are my results. I am pretending to be Grand Meadow Public Library today, and so that you've got more reasonable requests than what SELCO here usually has. So I am going to sort this list before I print it off. So I go ahead and hit the sort button. And I want to sort by collection code and then by call number. I have sorted them by collection code and call number because this way I can just go to the BFs and get all the BFs. And I'm not ping-ponging back and forth between book fiction and book nonfiction and the like. Now I'm going to print this list. And you can see it'll just bring up my printer. You want to make sure that after you print, that you make sure that everything is listed on that piece of paper that is also on your screen, so you're not missing any books. And then you want to click the button of List Pulled at the bottom here, and then you'll hit Yes. And that will basically bind the items to the requests, so that'll make sure that while you're pulling these books off the shelf, that another library, for whatever reason, does not get them on their pull list as well. As I'm doing this as a demo and not actually pulling items off the shelf at Grand Meadow, I'm not going to hit yes, I'm going to hit no here. And then I can go ahead and close my circulation reports. And so now I have my piece of paper. I'm going to go around the shelves in my library and pull the items that have been requested. Once I do that, I will go to my check-in screen and just scan it in, the barcode, and it'll tell me where it's going and print me a slip for that as well, so I can bind all my items that are going to Austin together, that are going to Zumbrota together, all that good stuff. So what I will do here is then just get a pile of books together for each location, put 2 rubber bands on them, 1 vertical and 1 horizontal, along with my routing slip, and I'll show you what that looks like here. If for whatever reason you can't find an item on your shelf, you don't want to just leave it on your pull list, you want to mark it as missing. So I'm going to go ahead and do that now. You'll go in Horizon, and not in Circulation Reports, but in Horizon itself. And since I have this barcode, I am going to type in that as my search term in my F2. And since I use my barcode as my search term, the specific item that was requested will be on the top of my all locations list of these items for NYPD Red 3. I am now going to just take a quick look and see about the request list. I'm going to view request list. And if this is a item specific request, so if someone is requesting a specific item, I'll show you how to fix that here in just a moment. But we can see that this is a bib level request. So that means that if I mark my item missing, it will just go to the next location that has this book on their shelf. So this one is just fine. If it was an item-specific request, I would basically place a new request for the item as a bib level request, and then I would delete the old one. And in order, if this is a long list, let's say this is the latest, greatest new bestseller, I could reorder the queue at this point and put this new bib level request in where the old item level request was in line. So if it was number 17, I could type in 17 and hit OK, so that this borrower is not waiting for the the next 95 people to go before it's their turn to get the item. So as I am marking this item missing now, I can close this queue. I'm going to go ahead and hit F10, or I can also push this little icon on the top of my Horizon screen, and this is the Send To button. And I'm going to send this to the copy item list. And I want to make sure that this is the same book that I typed in the barcode for that I'm searching for, and it is. So I can go ahead and edit this. And you can see here it's marked as available. I'm going to make this missing, so that's M. And I'm going to save and close. So now this item you can see here is missing as item status, and therefore it's not available to be requested. And so then the next location who has this book will have it populate on their pull list. Of course, once you find your item, if it's missing, maybe it was misshelved or something, you can very easily mark it from being missing to available by just going to your check-in screen and scanning in the item. You'll get the message that the item was missing and it is now found. And then you can go ahead and reshelf this, and it'll be available for checkout or requesting by the next borrower who wants it. And so that's, in a nutshell, is how we fill the pull list and deal with missing items. Please join us again for the next episode of SELCO TV and Circulation 1 training.